The weekend is on. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch. Oh, look out. And a very interesting way to begin the ball game here tonight. Guys, the Swingin' Friars as they take the field here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season. But you never want to drop the home opener. And you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, there's no doubt the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
Now here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. And that's in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Digging in now, Francisco Lindor. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Gardner at third with 2 away. Slapped hard the opposite way. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
First baseman number 35.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high. Austin is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Sean Newcomb is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
And, guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark. But that's what happened. They come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
First offering on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And he struck him out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. So striding forward now, Bobby Robles, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Voigt, originally from the state of Missouri, he was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has been.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. But the Padres leading off the inning, Robert Mura, and they'll need him to get something going here. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Next for Milwaukee, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 0-1 delivery. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sean Newcomb, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there at the knees, strike 1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Slapped hard the opposite way. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly. Striding in, number 21. First trip to the plate for him in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Liner toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 21 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a tough game. So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
"0-1, here it comes. Swing and a liner. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Here comes the 1-0. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The 1-2. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Now batting,
Ronald Torre is the next to bat.
Ronald Torre.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. At the plate, Delino DeShields. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, and it's 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, and a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. Takes this the other way to right. Reyes is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
How about it? Left fielder.
Settling in now, Brett Gardner. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Justin Turner will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
First baseman number 35.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Digging in now for San Diego, Paul DeYoung looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lifted in the air out to right. Polanco has a read on it. 1 away. In now, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Polanco coming on, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bobby Robles. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball that time, not even close. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, Robert Mura, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here comes the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Missed with a slider. Three and one now as that misses down and in. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Digging in now for the Brewers, Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1. 2-2 the count.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sean Newcomb, hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now a bunt attempt here. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Brewers strand a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Stepping in, number 21. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a four.
Got him. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Strom. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Kiner Falefa has a play, and that ends the inning. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things up. Ready once again, Brett Gardner. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett.
First pitch on its way, and he takes a pitch right down the middle. Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
And look out! That's the third batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
How about it?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You're on the mound in this situation, you only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting.
Standing in, Tyler Austin. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Gardner on third with 2 out. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in Hunter Renfroe as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Second baseman,
So stepping in, Ronald Torreyes, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. hits this one hard the other way. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Hero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to do. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Benito Velez is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Digging in and looking for more, Bobby Robles. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. Now in the box, Robert Mura. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Richard Blyer is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, digging for two. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Gregory Polanco. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker, strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know if he's throwing you tough pitches, he does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
And it's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. No balls and one strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Freddie Galvis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers strand one. They're down here 5-1. Richard Delgadio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Now at the plate, Bobby Robles. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Wilson Ramos is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Wilson Ramos.
Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Polanco. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes to Shields. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a six-run ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Now batting, number 21.
Murray Perez will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 25, Omari Perez.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Down and away, ball one. 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Two and two. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Polanco looking up onto the party porch and gone.
Yeah, he was having 0 luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats, but it only takes 1 swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
In now, Richard Blyer. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Sliders in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Left side, but well foul. Another 0-2 home. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls. And on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout. So that's a nice piece of hitting.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Blyer stands at first with 1 out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Acuna has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
swinging a soft liner. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Lindor will put this one away, and the side is retired. Wilson Ramos will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Number 13 will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Leading off for the Brewers.
There's a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. Stepping up now, Brett Gardner. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Line hard. Foul. Lined into left center. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Torreyes is under it. 2 gone. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in, Frenmo Reyes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Number 32.
First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Yeah, some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
The catcher, number 40.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Luke Voigt, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Tyler White will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Popped up. Lindor will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. So after the 3, Tyler White will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Digging in to try it again, Robert Mura. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Lou Geronimo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Soft liner to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Popped him up. Ramos is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brad Boxberger comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready now, Amuri Perez.
Leading out for the Padres.
First delivery to him on the way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Amuri Perez is retired, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Shohei Ohtani will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for the Padres.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Lou Geronimo. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Stephen Vogt is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. A windup and the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters. And he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
I'm set with the 0-1. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. And a ball 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means two men are in scoring position now with two away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Francisco Lindor. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Vogt at third to Shields at second with 2 gone. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking.
Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. 8-1 is the final tonight. San Diego jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Matt Strahm earns his